All right, peace. Ooh, my bad, y'all. Um, peace to everybody out there. Peace to everybody out there. I hope y'all doing good, man. Hope y'all staying healthy. Definitely hope y'all staying healthy. I just overcame a little. I don't even know what it was. It was like a minor. I don't know if it was a cold or minor flu. Y'all could probably hear it in my voice, but um, I know I've been juicing though lately, so I can get my health back in order. And I think I'm gonna just continue here from juicing on out because I ain't gonna lie, that shit be tasting so good and it be having me feeling so light. So you know, definitely stay hydrated and stay healthy. Most importantly, during these cold times and these deep freezes that are about to make their way through. But other than that, hope y'all progressing, steadily progressing, no transgression. Um, I just wanted to speak on the things that's going on right now, currently in the industry. You feel me? Excuse me, y'all. But the things that's going on in the industry, right? So we seeing some the biggest niggas get hit with some shit right now. Even amongst the younger community, you feel me? That's watching these, these streamers and shit like that, and these celebrities. That's a lot of them in the younger community are starting to like turn towards the smaller celebrities and the streamers and shit because they doing a lot of weird shit too. You feel me? But right now, back to the top industry, we seeing three of the biggest niggas get hit with some shit. So you got Drake with the lawsuit against Kendrick, and also on top of that, you got Drake name is being brought up in court. Let me pull it up just to make sure. You feel me? I know I like to have my receipts for y'all. Drake name is being brought up in court for the XXX situation. XXX So you got this guy, the nigga that killed him. They got him in jail. Let me show y'all right here. This shit right here being brought back into the light. Drake brought back into the XXX murder case following new appeal. Dedrick Williams implicates that XXX murder case with new appeal, citing Instagram post in feud. I mean, it's clear that something Drake did. Drake had some type of involvement in this shit, but Drake also has a lot of money to cover up his footsteps and his digital footprints on this shit. So let's not forget that. Let me come back to here. Wait, was my shit mute on here? Okay, it wasn't. Good. So like I was saying, the shit with Drake, right? His name is being brought back up in a murder. Well, I don't even know if it's a trial. I guess it is a trial, a case. It's a case. It's following a new appeal. And we don't heard Drake mention something about X. You feel me? In many songs, I think one was on Mob Ties. The other one was on I'm Upset. And a couple other songs, Sicko Mode. He said my dog will probably kill him for a Louis. Was it a Louis bag or a Louis belt? It was one of them two. He the song Sicko Mode. You feel me? He's like, sun is down, freezing cold. That's all you already know. When it's here, my dog will probably do it for a Louis belt. That's what he said. That's just all I know. I don't know nothing else. I tried to show him. So listen to them words. Nigga, listen to he said that in Sicko Mode at the beginning of Sicko Mode with Travis Scott, nigga. I'm like, hold on, nigga, my dog would probably do it for a Louis belt. And I had to go back. Extraterrestrials, right? I was like, hold on, Louis? It was a Louis Vuitton bag. But was he wearing a Louis belt that day when he went to the bike shop? You feel me? He maybe he was wearing a Louis belt, or maybe he wasn't. Who knows? But it was still. He said my dog would probably do it for a Louis. But if you would have said Louis bag though, I think that would have put more of a case on him to where there's like, okay, yeah, you got some involvement behind this murder. But instead, he said Louis belt. It's still close though. But he said Louis belt to kind of throw niggas off. Like, okay, it wasn't a Louis belt, it was a Louis bag. But you feel me? And he threw that confusion in there by saying Louis belt. So yeah, Drake is being brought back up in this shit. Also with the Kendrick beef, this nigga's trying to sue Kendrick because Kendrick is about to perform at the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl halftime, and they know that Drake knows that Kendrick is gonna perform the song "Not Like Us," which is gonna further boost it up even more in popularity, and it's gonna further give Drake a bigger L, and he don't want that. So now he's da 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 da. So now you got the shit with Diddy, right? We see the shit with Diddy. Diddy calling out niggas, snitching on niggas. You got, TD Jakes don't got brought into this shit, so now TD Jakes trying to have a stroke and shit. Like, we know that Diddy up in there, he's letting it all out. He's like, if I gotta fall, y'all niggas falling with me type of situation. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself. Remember that. So this nigga Diddy, he's bringing everybody down with him. Not on top of that, I firmly believe they have tapes. They got them tapes that Diddy been recording over the years of all the sick shit that's he been doing at them parties, them rituals to induct in new new members into the secret society, the Baphomet Society, the Baal Society, and Moloch Society. You feel me? But I believe they got them tapes. They already got the baby oil. Not sure what's up with that. And there's a theory. I don't know if this is factual or not. So don't take what I say and then run with it. Take it with a grain of salt. But they say that baby oil was infused with some MDMA. Some crazy shit. And as crazy as these niggas is, I believe they probably did. That nigga Diddy probably did infuse. He bought them bitches, open, has some, a bunch of people open each and every one of them, fill them up with some MDMA, and so that way when they throw the baby oil on and it goes into the skin, these people get hot. Anyways, they got the baby oil, and I believe they have the tapes. You feel me? That's why it's getting more intense right now. And these tapes is so fucking wild that even the motherfuckers that's viewing them and gotta put out this information is shocking them. And then last but not least, we got Jay-Z now. Jay-Z has been brought up in the Diddy, being brought up with affiliations with Diddy about R-word, a 13-year-old girl back in 2000. And I had to think to myself, I'm like, hold on. Because even 50 Cent, I was watching a 50 Cent interview this morning with Big Boy that they just dropped last night. First, what I thought to myself was, right, okay, I'm like, why wait 24 years to finally come out with this information about Jay-Z and Diddy and that they did this to you? And I had to think too, I'm like, there's something that they found. This is what made me think they got them tapes. It's something that they found. You feel me? It's something that they found and that they got, and that they're going back to these people and finding them so they can further, remember, like I said, Satan has come to collect. Let's not forget the big boys that's behind Diddy and them. Epstien, Bill, what's that nigga name? Bill Gates, the Prince Andrew nigga, Bill Clinton nigga, Hillary Clinton. Them your big dogs they're doing the shit that Diddy is doing, but on a massive scale, and nobody just not questioning them. We need that Epstein list too. Let's not forget that. You feel me? They just doing the celebrities in the hip hop world because they trying to paint us a bad image before they go down. But it's not going like that. It's not gonna go like that. So we need these the bigger niggas. You feel me? And let's not forget Trump was with Diddy. And also he's also on the Epstein list as well. And he's now your president. Let's not forget that. Let's keep the shit in check now. So back to the Diddy and Jay-Z shit. It's something that they found and that they got. Like I said, Satan is coming to collect. And the puppets are going down. And whoever these people is and these blackmail and all this shit that they got on these niggas, they're going back and finding these people and bringing them back out so they can further sue these niggas and bring them down and get them out the way. Whether it be jail or death. You feel me? Whether it be jail or death. So they got some tapes. They gotta have something for them to have this person come out 24 years later and say some shit. So two things. Either the person that's coming out 24 years later, either the shit they saying is cap or the shit they saying is truth, because they actually got some hardcore evidence that they gonna bring to the table that's gonna shut everything down. You feel me? So get ready, more and more is about to come out. More people are about to get mentioned. I believe Will Smith is one of them. Beyonce. I'm not Jay-Z. This is a bad look on Jay. And another thing you gotta think too, this made CNN. Now I can see if this made TMZ, you feel me, type shit. But this immediately made CNN, and 50 Cent said some interesting shit about it. He said, TMZ is where they, regular people leak shit. But when he said when it hit CNN, a $3 billion company, he said that's different. He said this is something where this is the government doing this shit. You feel me? So they have to have something in order for this shit just to, and it didn't just make CNN, it made everything else. CBS, NBS, NBC, all that shit, nigga. Fox News. It made every news network about Jay-Z to defame him. And remember, Jay-Z is the nigga that decides. Jay-Z is the nigga who decides that perform the halftime at Super Bowl. So Jay-Z just picked Kendrick, and now that Jay-Z's involved in this shit, the Super Bowl might drop Kendrick from that halftime shit. This make me think it's a bunch of shit that's going on, but it's connected in some way. You feel me? Because the reason why I want Kendrick to perform that halftime Super Bowl is, one, he's gonna perform Not Like Us. It's gonna further the fame Drake, and also I believe Kendrick is going to say something. He might get some type of speech or say something that's gonna be some revealing information that's gonna shock everybody. You feel me? That's gonna shock everybody around America and in the world. You feel me? So, now that this shit is going on with Jay-Z, the NFL might back off from Jay-Z and be like, we can't have your boy Kendrick perform at the Super Bowl because you the one that picked him and blah, 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 blah. But then again, he still might perform. Who knows? But like I said, all this shit going on, your celebrities are beginning to fall. Other people are going to get brought up, and then it's going to start to slowly get up to the big boys. We're going to see niggas like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, all them niggas start getting mentioned. And then it's going to keep going further up until we start hearing about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPont family, you feel me, and shit coming back on them, and it's going to further go up to the big boys that's running this bitch. You feel me? The ETs that made a pact with your government officials to, you feel me? Control shit. But other than that though, man, I appreciate y'all. We see what's going on, man. That's all I can say. We see what's going on. Don't forget about the shit that's going on with the UFO situation, because that's why they really throwing all this shit out right now. Don't let them take your eyes off of that. People, there are more and more reports now that people are seeing all kind of shit in the skies now all over the world. All over the United States. You feel me? I seen some shit the other night when I was in the Uber. I seen 3 little drones, not drones, my bad. See, now they trying to get me with that shit. I seen 3 UFOs, nigga, that was like in a triangular position, nigga. I thought it was a plane at first. I'm like, hold on. I really looked. I said, nigga, that ain't no plane. Because it would have had to been a big ass plane for it to been that fucking big. Either it was 3 singular crafts in like military formation, or that was one big ass triangular craft just sitting there hovering, bro. Because I was like, no, them ain't satellite towers, because the satellite towers, they lights blink. And I'm like, that ain't no plane, because a plane can't hover, nigga. And I'm like, them ain't individual planes, because they not moving. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, whatever that is either big as fuck, or them 3 different crafts in military formation, observing what's going on the city of Austin. So, and there's more places, New Jersey, all that shit. Everybody is seeing them everywhere now. Let's not forget the shit that happened in the Miami Mall, where niggas talking about they saw them motherfuckers in the mall. They just popped up, nigga. They just formed into reality. Niggas saw they ass, caused chaos. Niggas got to shooting at the aliens. But them niggas started supposedly warping reality and shit, and then got up out of there. And then you had I'm talking about a bunch of police at that mall. You don't just have that many police for kids shooting fireworks in a mall. Those weren't fireworks. Niggas was shooting at them aliens when they saw them, because they were that scared. Hood niggas, they was scared. They're like, what the fuck is that? You feel me? Come on, any hood nigga, you can ask any hood nigga right now, if they was to see an alien nigga, they busting at it. Let's be for real. They gonna bust because they don't know what the fuck that is, and it looks like a threat. So that's what happened in the mall. They got the busting at them, and that's where the so-called fireworks came in. Blah blah blah. And this is all the information that I heard from niggas that spoke about this shit. That's from Miami and been to that mall. But yeah, you had that situation. Let's not forget the Las Vegas incident. Motherfuckers got video footage or ring footage of the motherfucking UFO flying over the neighborhood, landing in them people's backyard, preparing them niggas. Y'all don't know some of these beings is ready to eat. They hungry, nigga. They hungry. Them niggas is hungry. Remember that. But them motherfuckers put up in their backyard. Motherfuckers got footage of the shit in the backyard, behind the gate, watching them, but they can't see where it is. And this motherfucker peeping in between the gate. You can see the hand on top of the gate, big as fuck. This being had to at least be 8 feet tall. And it's just peeping through the gate, looking at them though. You feel me? And then, like I said, they said they went in their backyard. They seen the indentation that the craft left, because by the time they got to the backyard, it was already gone. You feel me? The motherfuckers moved quick. So, by the time they got back there, it was already gone. And then shortly after, the government claimed they whole house as private property. And them people can't go back to that house no more. They can't. You see what I'm saying? So it's all kind of weird shit going on, taking place, and shit that you ain't even hear about, because they trying to keep it on the hush-hush. They not making news reports about it, and they trying to put it off as much as possible. But at some point, they going to have to start it's going to be so many reports that they have to finally come out, like how they doing now, having Congress hearings. The FBI are now taking this shit seriously, but they're trying to label them as drones. So watch how they try to brainwash you with that, so you can just be like, every time you see one, you be like, oh, that's a drone. Oh, that's a big, until one day you going to see a drone the size of the size of 5 apartments, nigga. You gonna see a drone the size of 5 apartments or the football field. You gonna be like, that is one big ass drone. At some point, you gonna be like, nigga, that's a ship. You feel me? That's a craft. That's an ET craft. So, like I said, that's why they having all these hearings. The FBI is now supposedly taking these drones seriously, but they said they haven't deemed them as a threat. Nigga, these motherfucking drones are flying above military bases, nigga. In important United States buildings like the Capitol in Washington, D.C., because that shit just happened recently. Let me show y'all, right? Capitol Hill lights or drone. Well, we'll just do it like this then. Here we go. And they ain't even make reports on this as much, but this was it right here.
Hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this?
And look, CNN posted it on their most low-key account.
Forever. It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you,
oh yeah, my bad. Let me refresh. So my app blocked. This was in Capitol Hill. This is in D.C.
Congressional record today.
Oh, her name is Nancy Mace. That's her name. I thought it was Nancy Pelosi. My bad. But yeah, this is the woman. This is the Congress that they had.
Immaculate Constellation that Michael Schellenberger delivered to Congress today. So thank you, Mr. Access Program that your government says does not exist.
Thank you very much, Chairwoman. And I want to thank the Chairwoman and the Chairman both for their continued support.
The first section talks about the unacknowledged special access program called Immaculate Constellation, and the second section,
Immaculate Constellation. That's crazy.
About USG imagery intelligence, and Representative Luna just told me if I say Immaculate Constellation, I'll be on some list, maybe a FISA warrant. So come at me, bro, I guess. But
in a time of heightened distrust of our government institutions, I believe more transparency
with a non-human.
That nigga look like an alien himself, trying to pose in that bitch.
Life form.
So the term communication is a bit of a trick word because there's verbal communication like we're having now. The problem is you also have.
So this is an Army counterintelligence employee, Luis, and this is the nigga that had to tell him the truth. You feel me? This is a nigga with years of experience, not just some random nigga that's being brought up there.
Nonverbal communication. And so I would say definitively yes, but from a nonverbal meaning, when a Russian reconnaissance aircraft comes into U.S. airspace, we scramble 2 F-22s, and we are certainly communicating intent and capability. I think the same goes with this. We have these things that are being observed over controlled U.S. airspace.
They're being observed over U.S. controlled airspace, and they not shooting them down? They can't. That lets you know that these things, they move too quick, nigga. They move too quick. So now you got the FBI taking these supposedly over New Jersey. This was in New Jersey. This is in New Jersey.
FBI is now getting involved in an investigation into these mysterious, apparently small car-sized drones that people are spotting flying over New Jersey in the middle of the night. Look at this. One woman there took the video you're seeing.
Now you telling me that's a goddamn... You telling me that's a goddamn... Be for real, gang.
So that's
drone.
it. It looks like it's flying pretty low. And from that perspective, it looks very large, right? And all those lights in the sky that you see there, see those?
And they're hovering.
Lights, those are apparently drones as well.
See how they trying to put the word drones on it, bro? Drones. They said these things were staying in the sky for hours at a time. Drones can't stay up in the sky for hours at a time. Them drones that people be buying and shit with the remote control and they fly, they can't stay in the sky for hours at a time because they have a battery and they need to be charged for at least after an hour of usage, bro. Because after an hour of usage, the battery gonna be almost dead in the drone. Like what?
Well, they say, seeming to fly in a V formation. With the whole saga,
these are warships. I'm telling y'all right now what these are. These are warships because they always fly in formations. When they fly in formations like this, nigga, these are warships. Those are military formations because they ready just in case these niggas do decide to try to launch ICBMs at these crafts.
Stressing people out nearby.
We're all completely unnerved. I didn't sleep last night. When I would get up and look out my window at 2 a.m., 4 a.m., they were still hovering. I got up at 5:30 this morning and...
It could be double that amount of time given traffic, but it's here, Hallie. They want to be able to get their hands on this or know where they are flying from in an effort...
Look at that. They just sitting there. You feel me? They just sitting there. They're observing. They're not only observing above the ground, they're observing what's going on below your feet, too. There's shit under your feet. So, look, remember, right? They give you little bits of breadcrumbs with this shit. NASA finds base under ice, right? It's called the Cold War era base, and it's called the Camp Century. It's called Camp Century, a secret Cold War base that was buried under ice in Greenland back in like 1960. No, 1960. The U.S. Army Corps built Camp Century between 1959 and 1960 as part of Project Iceworm. And they made it there, and they had a bunch of nuclear missiles in there, 600 nuclear missiles, and it was powered by, the whole base was powered by a nuclear reactor. The base was abandoned in 1967 after it was discovered the ice sheet wasn't as stable as originally thought because they didn't think that the ice caps they didn't think the sun was gonna start increasing in energy and that it was gonna cause a lot of ice to melt around the world. Which is what, 1970, that was the first half hour. If you follow Dr. Malachi Z. York, the first half hour was from 1970 to 2000, the first 30 years of the first half hour, the final hour, let me say the first half of the final hour. And now we're in the last half from 2000, my bad. Now we're in the final half, which is from 2000 to 2030. You feel me? 2000 to 2030. And as we get closer to 2030, we're going to see a lot of things get revealed. Go follow Dr. Malachi Z. York. So they letting you know that they found bases, right? NASA discovered this. This should let you know that there's more bases out there in the North Pole and the South Pole because that's where the ice is. It melts slower, but it's still melting fast. But they was like, okay, let's go further into the north, into the south. That's why they blocked off the North Pole and they blocked off the South Pole because there's some shit there that they don't want to show you. The Earth is a tourist field. I don't tell niggas this many times on my old channel, but I took all them videos and made them private. The Earth has a tourist field. This is the magnetic field of the Earth, supposedly. But this is what the Earth is shaped like. You feel me? This is what it's shaped like. This right here. It's not this fucking round ball. No, it's an it's a big ass electromagnetic field or ball that we're connected to and we're channeling into through our mind that gives us this simulated projection of your body in this world around you. This is what the Matrix is all about. So we're connected into this field, and the further you go up north, this is the two exits, that leads into the waters from the waters. You feel me? The waters above and below. So you got this is the exit. But when you go to the North and the South Pole, the actual magnetic, not just the geographical location, you got the geographical North and South Pole, and then you got the magnetic South and North Pole. The South is really the North and the North is really South. If you read physics, because the physics tells you that. They tell you that the South Pole is the North and the North Pole is the South. But when you go to these poles, though, magnetically to the magnetic location, you are led to these entrances that are huge as fuck that Admiral Byrd spoke about. So, you know, all in all, with that being said, you feel me? That is so much information here that lets you know that these ETs been here. And, you know, we have to understand that there's more to this world. This was been taught to us in science, history. You feel me? In general indoctrination that they gave us, we got to break that. There are things here that are being kept from our, you know, knowledge, our current knowledge. And like I said, you know, now that these beings are coming in at a more massive scale than back in the 60s, and we're seeing all these different crowds, now it's like, okay, something is really going on, but they're still trying to find ways to cover it to keep you from fully finding out that, okay, it's been some shit taking place on this planet that's been going on, but we never knew about. You know, they're trying to keep it hidden as long as possible so it doesn't make them look bad, the government look bad. But once it fully comes out, they're already being looked at as look bad right now, nigga. But, you know, as more as this come out, it's gonna be even worse. We're gonna look at them even worse. Like, damn, y'all some fucked up niggas from keeping this shit from us and what's going on. And y'all made a deal with a certain group of ETs to abduct humans back in the 60s and 70s and cows and shit to mutilate their get their organs and shit and perform these different experiments to create these hybrid, you know, species and creatures. And you wonder why niggas go missing in these national parks and these woods and these forests and these trails, because there's shit running around that's done been created that wasn't supposed to be created. So, all in all, look at everything going on around you. It's crumbling. Mystery Babylon is crumbling. Mistress Babylon is crumbling. The Roman Empire is crumbling. The Catholic order is crumbling. The Luciferian order is crumbling. It's crumbling before our eyes as we step into the sun cycle and everything is revealed in the light. Because remember, the vampire's biggest weakness is sunlight, UV radiation. That's their biggest. And we know that these beings and they companions that's been running this world, 6 ether beings that's been running this world, they're all vampires. They feast off of flesh and blood like a vampire. And then when that sun comes out, all the truth gets revealed and the vampire is vaporized, disintegrated. You feel me? Reduced to atoms, nigga. Back to his energetic form, sent back to the Most High to be detoxed and their soul be cleansed. And then recycled and put back out into the universe. But other than that, I appreciate y'all, man. I value y'all. Most importantly, y'all stay in tune, stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay progressing, and most importantly, do your own research. Don't just take what I say and run with it. You feel me? Don't run with it. You feel me? Sit your ass down, absorb the information, research the information, find the facts, you know, go and backtrack the facts and the sources of the information that I spew, Google it, books, whatever. And then you'll find that what I'm speaking has receipts. It has, you feel me? The shit I'm speaking is inscribed in stone. The shit that I'm speaking is coming from the universe, being projected through me, being filtered through my soul. I'm just a filter, a vessel. This body you see is just a vessel. You feel me? But the spirit, the thing that's inside this vessel controlling it, talking to you, is filtering messages to you from the universe, from the stars above, from home. You feel me? Planet Risk. But other than that, like always, I'll be back with another one. It's getting real, man. It's getting real.